Okay, so the problem that we had with this bike is that we had to change the rectifier. We tested the cords coming out of the stator, and it was pushing energy, but the battery wasn't staying charged while the bike was running. So right now, we've put a new rectifier on the bike, which was a pain in the neck because it's got these aftermarket Cobra pipes on it. We had to take the entire battery box out, including the battery, put the battery on the trickle charge, and the rectifier is behind this little plastic part, and usually you'd be able to take that plastic part off and you'd be able to get straight to the rectifier, which is just on the other side facing inward, but we couldn't do that, so we had to go underneath the bike. We had to take the whole battery box off, pull it up enough so we had some clearance between the frame and the bolts to be able to get the bolts out, and then we had to take it off, get the new part, put it on, and then put everything back together. Of course, we cleaned up underneath the seats because we had the seats off, and you always should clean up underneath the seats when you have the seats off, just to help mitigate some of that corrosion that happens over the years because those seats don't get removed very often. So now what we're doing is we're testing it. We're not just testing the battery and the fact that the battery is good, but we're also testing the alternator, or what you would know as a stator and rectifier combination. So right now, as you can see, we're glowing at 100%, so we're not having any issues. The bike's been running for about 5 minutes, so we're going to try to let that stator run for a little bit longer. You don't want to run your bike too long because, of course, it's an air-cooled engine. This is a classic V-Star model right here. Another cool thing that he's done to this bike right here is he did an aftermarket oil filter kit on it and put the oil filter right there, because if he hadn't have done that, the oil filter change would have been right there, and you can't get it off without taking off the muffler. Taking off the mufflers off these things is a piece of work. It's not very fun. Anyway, the bike sounds really good, and it's running really good for right now. We're going to run it for a few more minutes, and then we're going to shut her down and call it fixed.